Good morning, legends. Happy Tuesday to you all. It is Tuesday, the 17th of December, and this is actually episode number 80 of the Gym Boss podcast. I'm Jimmy Halley. I'm your host, and as always, this is everything sales, marketing, and anything else that you need to be able to grow your gym and your fitness business. And today's one, I've got a pretty special episode, at least to me, because this has been going in line with the theme of the last two episodes. If you haven't listened to the last two, go back and listen to those because they all sort of flow together with this third one here. This is kind of like part three, so to speak. And this one is, I've been talking about how you can increase your revenues, how you can have fewer clients and less stress by implementing semi-private personal training into your business. Pardon me, listen to my voice. A little bit rough. Got my long black to get this thing fired up. But, okay, so this is about a case study of a client of mine who almost doubled his revenues in 1 month using this strategy. And because people have always asking, cool, this is great, semi-private, I like it, I understand it, but how do I sell it? How do I do it? And I'll unravel that a little bit here for you today. But before you do, if you want to figure out and get a personalized, customized marketing plan of how to implement semi-private personal training into your business, go over to iwantgymleads.com. There's a little application form. Fill that out, and then I'll be in touch to be able to get on the phone and be able to do that custom marketing plan for you totally free. Right, so how do we sell semi-private? It's all well and good knowing that it can be done. But how? How do you do it? I'm going to let you in on a little trade secret right here. The marketing, because people are like, oh, how do I market it? How do I sell it? All this. The marketing is exactly the same as selling group fitness or selling boot camp or whatever. It's exactly the same. Shock horror, I know. So it is a little bit weird to think about this, but it all comes down to the sales process. Yes, we need to do so the marketing still needs to be able to, there's little elements in there that we're going to pepper in to make it a little bit different, meaning like maybe we might hint at that it's expensive in the ads, or we might hint that it's not for everyone. So we sort of not attracting, or we're definitely not saying free. We're not doing any marketing that attracts freebie people. We're not doing any marketing that attracts the cheapos. But we never do that here at Gym Boss Marketing Co. We never do that, right? All our clients always make sure that we're marketing for them to attract the premium clients in no matter what demographic they are. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, okay, semi-private personal training, I get it. It's good for maybe the strength and conditioning guys. And I've got a few things to sort of knock these beliefs out of the park a little bit, because actually the story I'm about to tell you is a martial arts studio. I still did mine as a strength and conditioning business, 3 locations, but I know a Muay Thai gym that's done it, a martial arts gym that's done it. I know plenty of other studios that have done it in all various different forms. And, it just comes down to you wanting to be able to, like, do I want to make more money and have it less stressful and, like, get people better results? And if the answer is yes, well, then that works for your fitness business. Pretty simple. And this is a client of mine. He'll remain nameless for now to keep him nameless, but I'll give you some statistics about his business. So this month, this was when we implemented this in June, I believe it was. He's giving me the figures here. It was June the previous year was $27,328. That's how much he made in the previous year. Once we implemented the semi-private personal training, we ran the campaign, helped him with the sales process. He actually flipped it, almost doubled it. He got $51,112 for the month, year on year. So that's almost double, which is crazy. And of course, he's done some stuff in the year to build up to that. But a big attributing factor is that he had a price point that was double what his original one was. So let's just say, for argument's sake, it's $50 a week is your standard rate for group fitness. And then he implemented semi-private for $100 a week. That's pretty good. Now, if you think from my very rough numbers here, but from what I can see across the board, it's on average, it's about 50% of people that you bring into your studio will opt for the semi-private, and 50% of people will still go for the group fitness. And the reason why this is so good, if you have a group training facility and you want to implement some semi-private now, it's fantastic because it just adds another revenue stream without having to really do any different sales process. You're just simply offering two products. Go, which one, two services. Which one do you want? Which one of these would fit you better? Do you want to have the more custom, the more personalized, the more in-depth, the more accountability, the more? Do you want to have the premium service? Or do you want to just come in, do the training, and, be part of a big group and just high-five each other and then be out of here? Like, which one do you think is going to be better suited to your goals? And you let them choose. And by simply giving them the choice, there are people in your area, in your gym right now, that will pay more. You just haven't simply offered it to them. You simply haven't offered them a chance to be able to pay more and do more with your business, which is pretty exciting. Now, the thing that we did is it's called the value stack. And when you're presenting them, you want to make sure that you're presenting the offers. So you always draw it out in front of them, or you could have it pre-drawn out, printed out if you like, if you want to just do it like that. But I always like to draw it so I could reveal each part of the process for them step by step. So you basically go, and here's how, once you get to the program pricing and everything, you're sitting down with them, obviously one-to-one, and you go, look, here's the program, here's what's involved. Or alternatively, you draw an arrow over to this one, and then you go, oh, there's this one. And then you stack it up with value. All these inclusions, boom, 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 boom. So then when you're looking at your normal group fitness one is maybe got 2 inclusions, and your semi-private one's got maybe 8. And there's you just go, now, which one do you want? Which one's going to be better suited, do you think is going to be better suited to you and your goals and what you want to get out of it? And then you let them choose. And then bang, right there, they will be, on average, 50% of people from the 7 years of me running it and, and implementing it for other gyms, 50% of people will choose straight off the bat, boom, the higher ticket one, just because they want the more premium offering. And you might be thinking, this is cool, but still, I don't know. Think of it like this. Think of your business and the price point you've got as a rubber band. You've got the rubber band, and at the moment, you haven't really stretched it out. It's just sort of hanging there. And that's your $50 a week sort of price point. I'm just using that as an example. Your price points may be more, maybe less, whatever. But that's the one there. And you haven't really stretched the full potential of the rubber band yet because you haven't bothered to try and pull it out and stretch it. And imagine if you could stretch it out to double the size that it already is just by sitting there. Simply by doing it. All you got to do is grab your rubber band, your metaphorical rubber band, stretch it out, offer it to people and see what happens. And you know what the worst case scenario is? Nobody wants it. You let go of the rubber band, snap, and you go back to just the way you're always doing things. There's no skin off anybody's nose. There's only upside in giving it a go. There's no downside. Semi-private personal training is possibly the best thing that you can implement into your business as a secondary revenue stream, or to change your gym over time. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you're a small space and then you want to be exclusively a semi-private personal training studio, I think that would be the way to go. And I can break down some numbers and how that works in another podcast, but have a think about that. Remember, if you only have one price point, they only have one option to choose from. If you have 2 price points, then they've got options. And now they're starting to shop with you. Now they're starting to buy with you. And that's exactly what you want. You want to be able to be a premium service. So offer it, but make sure the value is there. Stack it up and present it. Remember, the marketing doesn't change. And this client went from $27,328 to nearly doubling it to $51,112 simply by offering a semi-private option. And he was in a martial arts gym. So for anybody else out there, this works. This works in normal PT gyms, and everything else in between. So as always, guys, if you want to know more about how to implement this into your business, go on over to iwantgymleads.com. You can schedule a time to speak with me, and you'll have a custom marketing plan by the end of it of how you can implement that into your business. Anyways, this is Jimmy. Peace. And of course, yeah, those calls are free. Those calls are free. You're going over there and you're probably thinking, why the hell do I do these calls for free? Well, there's two things. One, I just want to be able to help people. But also two, I obviously do a done-for-you marketing service. So by the end of it, people, by the end of it sometimes I hope they go, you know what, Jimmy? I just want you to take this over for me, do the marketing for us so you can help us then coach us through this whole thing. But you don't have to. You can still walk away with your custom marketing plan either way. Anyway, that's iwantgymleads.com. Go on over there, schedule a time, and I'll speak to you soon. This is Jimmy. Peace.